Hi everyone, it's Dan from Scale-Tec, and today I'm going to show you how to create and use shrink policies within the REAP software. Start by logging into your account in the REAP web portal. Click on the account name in the top right corner. Select Account from the menu. Click on the Grain Shrink Policies tab at the top of the page. By default, your account will have one policy, named USDA. The default USDA policy is applied to every field and destination on your account unless you specify otherwise. The default USDA policy uses standard shrink factors and dry moisture values recognized by the USDA. For example, corn uses a shrink factor of 1.18 and a final dry moisture of 15.5%. Some REAP users may wish to calculate shrink differently than the USDA standard. This may be due to personal preferences or in order to conform to the buyer they are selling grain to. If, for example, we want to shrink our corn to 15% instead of 15.5%, we will need to create a custom grain shrink policy. This can be done by clicking the Add Grain Policy button in the top right of the screen. Start by naming the grain shrink policy. Then select one of the three formula types. USDA is the formula type that most users will be familiar with. This formula is starting moisture minus final dry moisture multiplied by the shrink factor. This will equal the percent of shrinkage. The fixed formula type is not recommended for most users. The formula is similar to the USDA type formula, but there is more rounding involved. Bracketed is a formula type that may be useful to advanced users that fully understand and are trying to match the policy of a specific buyer. The bracketed formula utilizes different shrink factors through different moisture ranges specified by the formula. For this example, I will be using the USDA formula type. Next, we need to select what commodities the grain shrink policy will apply to. You can have as many commodities within the same policy as you want, and each of them can have unique shrink factors and final dry moistures. The test weight of the commodity is automatically populated. Enter the desired shrink factor and final dry moisture you wish to use, then click Create. The new custom policy will be added to the list of policies on your Grain Shrink Policies page. But in order for the new policy to be utilized, it must now be applied to a field or destination. To apply the shrink policy to a destination, click the Destination tab on the left and then select the specific destination you wish to apply the policy to. Click the Edit button to open the Destination Edit window. Click on the Grain Shrink Policy drop-down and select the desired policy, then click Update. If there are any load tickets already in this destination, you may need to refresh the page before dry weights will be recalculated. Grain shrink policies can be applied to fields in a similar manner. Click the Fields tab on the left and select the specific field you wish to apply the policy to. Click the Edit button to open the Field Edit window. Click on the Grain Shrink Policy drop-down and select the desired policy, then click Update. If there are any load tickets already in this field, you may need to refresh the page before dry weights will be recalculated. If you have any questions or need help with your scale, give us a call at 888-962-2344. Thanks for choosing Scale-Tec.